Welcome, everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, DBoss Networks. Subscribe to all the Instagram, DBoss_1. And also subscribe and like the guest stuff. If you want to buy their music or buy whatever they have, just reach out to them. It's not just, we're not just doing this here for just to, just for everybody, just for our health. We're doing this here to see, for people to get exposure and, and there's stuff to be going. And it's the holidays coming up too. So, people start shopping and stuff like that. So, there's a lot of gift items and gift ideas you can get, and maybe you'll give somebody a streaming song. But anyways, I got somebody really interesting here tonight. And he is a rapper, entertainer, and he also has his own radio show program. So it's no further ado. I'm going to introduce to you, BOI L.I.V.E.
Yeah. Boy, I've been in the building. Thank you, DBoss. Thank you for having me. How's it going?
No problem. BOI, can you tell everybody where you come from?
I'm from New York, from Long Island, Amityville to be specific. You know what I'm saying? East Coast.
Wow. And how did you come up with BOI L.I.V.E.?
Well, your boy Live, it came from, it's actually a clean version. So, when I first started out, my rap name, they used to call me that nigga Live. People say it as a term, like, yo, he's a live nigga or that nigga Live. And it just kind of, that was my thing. But as time went on, and, I realized that might not go over too well in certain instances. I cut the nigga part off and just was running with Live. Now, Live stands for life is very entertaining, or at least through my eyes, how I see things, So I was running with Live by itself, and it felt like something was missing, but it was working. And then by the time I got to my radio show that you mentioned, when it would come on and I would do our intro, I would always be like, your boy Live in the building, and it just kind of had a ring to it, you know what I'm saying? So I just ran with it from there to, to clean it up, and your boy Live in the building.
Wow, because I like it. Your boy. I guess they say it like that.
Yeah, because you'll say it in conversation, like, oh, that's your boy Live right there.
That's your boy
so it has
Live.
like, double meaning to it. You know what I mean?
So how long have you been in the industry?
Well, I would say definitely 10 years plus. You know what I mean? From my very, very beginning days to where we at now. Gradual progression, but definitely at least 10 years.
And you've been in New York, so if you lasted that long, you're pretty good, because that over there either you make it or you break it, or they break you.
It's tough. I mean, New York. I don't know. It seemed like we got this thing, like this impression that we give off now that we don't stick together as far as the artists and the I want to say maybe the underground indie community, things of that nature, maybe even some of the bigger players, and I think that stigma, it's kind of, I don't want to say it makes us look bad, but considering we're supposed to be like the birthplace and all that, for us to have that is not good anyway. You got places like Atlanta or, even the West Coast, like LA artists, and stuff like that, and it seems like, the energy is more together, you know what I'm saying, as far as the music scene. But I mean, outside of that, still like you said, if you come from anywhere else and you come to New York and you can win in New York, then you probably gonna win everywhere else. You know what I mean? If they accept you in New York.
So the general stigma, a lot of people think that everybody in New York is cat eat cat, dog eat dog, but you're saying that everybody's a little more together than people think.
Well, yeah, I mean, in certain instances, of course, but like I said, that had to have some truth to it. In order for it to get to the point where it's being said and it's on a regular basis, it had to be some truth to it. It's not like a person just felt like that way. A lot of people must feel that way, but I mean, is that necessarily a bad thing for the individual? Sometimes you got to keep to your own in order to make things work. So it just depends. Everybody's situation is different.
So who have you worked with in the industry?
Well, I got some producers, AAA Productions. We got. I'm trying to think. Having a brain. I'm start with my producers first. We had AAA. We had Mixmaster Maniac. I had Sino Good. Damn, who else? Damn, having a brain blank. Naming all these guys, but for my producers, those guys have all produced a lot of big records for people like Jim Jones, Lil Wayne, Mano, things like that. So I've had that kind of thing going on. Feature-wise, I've done some work with some artists, a little lesser known, but still know they had a buzz going. We got Max Payne. We had a thing with a project we had did a mixtape thing with Uncle Murder situation one time. Had a situation with Fat Joe one time. You know what I mean? So we've had a couple of run-ins.
All right. So who would you like to work with that you haven't?
Well, and I mean, in any fact, I mean, I don't know. That's very vast. I mean, because there's R&B people. I mean, reggae artists. I mean, there's all type of people that I would like to.
So you're not just sticking to hip hop music. You all genres, music genres.
Oh yeah. I listen to all type of stuff. I have three things now that I listen to start off my day. Right. Mm-hmm. One of them is a Buju Banton melody of a couple various songs that he has. The other is a Luther Vandross song, Never Too Much. And the other one is actually a James Brown song, The Man's World, but it's the version that he did with the opera guy, I don't want to say his name, Paparazzi. I know I'm messing up his name, but he was taking out. I start my day with that kind of stuff. You know what I'm trying to say? And none of that really has anything to do with rap.
Because it's uplifting music. You know what I mean? It's uplifting you. So it's always good when you put. I like putting on my stereo and stuff too. So and jamming. It may not be a whole lot of people there, but you're jamming.
Listen, I got my moments. Trust me. There was a time when one of Beyonce's songs was like my ringtone, like one of her real ballad, like love songs. You know what I'm saying? So, but to me, it was the best thing going at the moment. You know what I mean? So, just depends.
So, what inspires you every day to do your rapping? Well, I know you got your show. We'll get to that, but for your music career.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm just inspired by life as a whole, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know what I'm saying? But even the same with music. Let's say it's somebody music that or something I don't really like too much. I still pay attention to see whatever is, and try to gauge. I'm gonna stay away from this. Maybe I'll gravitate towards this. Twist it so it'll be a little bit of my own. That kind of thing. But yeah, that's how I go about it. You know what I mean? I just take life as it comes. I'm like a sponge. So I just kind of absorb and then kind of like spit it back out. How I see it. You know what I mean?
So when you first started, was this something that was in your blood that you wanted to do, or you just said, you know what, let me just try this, or?
Well, I mean, I started off as a fan, you know what I mean, like most people do. Mm-hmm. Running home to watch the videos, to hear the newest song, just excited about the whole situation. I'm always with my man, like who's seen the video first, and and that kind of thing, and over time, you go from I guess rapping other people's words, trying to learn their words, and then I don't know, I can't pinpoint the exact moment. I always say there was a concert. One of my first concerts I ever went to was Small's concert. Wu-Tang Clan was actually on the bill too. And when Biggie came out, I just remember the whole building stood up. I mean, simultaneously, every single body in the building, and I've never seen it like this before. You know what I'm saying? So I remember just looking around and just kind of being in awe, at the whole situation. And I think that was one of the moments that made me feel like I wanted to try it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And then it just got better. Just practice made perfect. It just got better. My guys, we started to form this situation, and next thing you know, he could do it too, and he was pretty good. And then you know what I mean? And then next thing you know, we had a whole little situation going.
So you do your
Yeah.
own beats and you write your own music, or do you have somebody that does that?
Yeah, no, I do all the songwriting. I mean, I write R&B. I write a lot of different styles of music. Production wise, I don't really press too many buttons, but I am sometimes I hear specific things and I bring it to the producer's attention or something like that, and then try to get what I hear in my head, for him to kind of form it. But yeah, definitely from the creative standpoint, I'm definitely strong on the songwriting too.
So you could say that you're a pioneer of this industry because you understand all the aspects to it.
Well, I mean, pioneer is a pretty big word, but I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't turn that down. I'll definitely accept that. But I don't know, maybe not so much a pioneer, but definitely taking maybe on my level to the peers that I have around me. You know what I'm saying? The guys that are the closest to me or the ones that I inspire that see me, they want to do because they see me doing. I guess
Hmm.
on that level. But I'm just trying to take the opportunities that already kind of been laid, the ground that's already been laid, and just what I mean, try to make my way across. You know what I'm saying? And, if anything, smooth out some cracks along the way.
Well,
Yeah.
it looks like you're pretty. You're taking all of this in stride. You're just taking it. Next rock, the next one I'm jumping to, the next one. You know what I mean? Let's go to the next cliff. And it seems like you're just, absorbing everything at one time and something. And I know you're out there, but it seems like something big is going to be starting to stir up for you. So I don't know. I just feel it in my mind, and I just think that from all the songs, what's your current song that you have now?
Well, one of my singles that I have right now is called "What Up, Bitch." Now, I know the title could be yeah, because that's
That
what
could
we
be a
talk.
lot of people. That could be that even male and female. That could be anybody.
Yeah, yeah. It opens up the door for the conversation immediately. You know what I'm saying? That is one of the main singles that I have out at the moment, and it's doing very well. But not to get it misconstrued, and I say this in the actual record, I use the word "bitch" as a way to get people's attention. You know what I'm saying? So they'll listen to the rest of the stuff that I'm actually saying. Now, within this record, yeah, I do address the type of woman that we would consider a bitch, I guess. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? That type of
And
deal.
what type
But I
is that?
also, well, no, I got
Come
I got a line. I
on,
said
come
to
on,
my,
you boy. You gotta be real here. What type of woman is that?
all
I
right,
want
so
to know.
yeah, I got a line where I say, all my stuck up hoes, bring me down your nose. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. High sedity. The ones, the gold digger type. You know what I mean? More or less like that. Definitely ain't no respectable woman.
Those gold digging people.
Yeah, you know what I mean. The ones that stick heads in the cloud, they so fly. It's the extra ones. You know what I'm saying? The
The
ones that got
extra.
some, yeah, they got devious
I like
tendencies.
that one.
Yeah, they got,
The extra
they
one. Well, there's a lot of
can't
people
be
got a lot of
trusted.
extra stuff now.
Yeah, they cannot be trusted. But at the same time, I tell ladies in the song also. I said, listen, to my ladies, if you're listening, I mean no disrespect. I was feeling myself and had some shit to get off my chest. Bitch is just the word that I chose to use to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But it's a very fun record. You see the video, it actually brings that vibe out. You know what I mean? The fun side of it. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's dope.
Yeah, because some people think if you're one of them bad bitches, you know, it means maybe you got your stuff together too. You know,
But it does. It does. That's what I'm saying. See, now,
but
now you get so. I got something I'm actually working on right now. So how that word is accepted and not accepted, depending on where it's presented and who it's presented to. Because we have songs like Biggie's "Me and My Bitch," which is an ode to how much he's into his girl. And then we got songs like, say, Snoop Dogg and them talking about bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, which is totally disrespectful, right? But then same thing with females. You got Queen Latifah, UNITY, who you calling a bitch? And then you got Trina or something like that. Like, I'm the baddest bitch. So it just depends.
It just depends what concept. Like a lot of people, you know, like that word has so many different angles, you know, that it means so many different things depending on how you address it. But that's the best way.
Yeah. So like I said, we having some fun with that right now. You know, it's off my new project called "I Was Born to Be Seen." And that's out now on all platforms. So everybody, make sure y'all go check that out.
I was born to be seen. So what's that about?
Yeah, I was born to be seen. I mean, that's just how I feel. Like, you know what I mean? And, you know, I try to give people something to look at. You know what I mean? I mean, from my physical aesthetic to, you know, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we've seen your aesthetics in the picture there that you sent up. You're showing off your whole self there.
Yeah, you know, I just be in my own head sometimes, you know. But I try to make it look good, you know.
You're showing off your body there. Your body, your Tony effects.
Yeah, as I said, you got to use it before you lose it. You know what
I mean? We know you're going to the gym.
Oh yeah, I'm on it. I'm still planning on getting in there before the evening is out. That's for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll. It just the song that you did, it just so applies to you.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't really say that. I wouldn't really say that. But yeah, enough. Yeah, enough.
Just loves to be modest. But are we going to be seeing any acting from you or anything coming soon?
Well, actually, I was in the talks with my cousin. He has a production company. They're serious about putting together some films. They're working out of Atlanta, so I've kind of worked my way into one of their roles that they get it a little bit more down pat. I mean, on my side, you know, we've been working on some documentaries and things like that. Maybe not so much me in front of the camera, but just more in depth, you know, about
production.
Where we come from and the things that we got going on. I direct a lot of videos, like my own visuals, and you know, other people around me and stuff like that. But saying all to say, I'm open to opportunities. So anybody out there watching that needs a pretty face like this to come and play a role,
and a buff body.
As an extra. Yeah. Listen, I'll be an extra in the gym or something like that, like in the background. We put it together.
Well, sometimes those guys that are in the gym, they're the ones playing the law enforcement people that are running up and down.
We got to be the cops for the day. We're going to make it look good. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the craziest thing that happened to you while you're entertaining?
Craziest thing that ever happened?
Nothing?
No, we've definitely had some moments. I've had, I had this one time. It was this one record. It was the first time I performed this song at this specific place. I had just started out with the record, so nobody in there, for the most part, was familiar with it. I started the song off. By the time I got through the first verse and started to say the hook for the second time, the whole crowd started saying the hook. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it caught me off guard because they really started saying it like they been knew it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh.
Yeah, and that was a good feeling. You know,
that must have made you feel, like, oh my God, they caught it.
It's nothing like that. You know what I mean? I've seen it and experienced it on different levels. You know, maybe one or two people, or I always end up after the performance. People come up and if they like it, and they gonna come and let you know, whatever the case may be. But that one show, that one show was dope. You know, when that happened, the record was called Real Till I Die, and they started chanting that. That was dope. Yeah, I mean, I've had some time. I mean, I got a pair of panties thrown at me before. You know what I'm saying? It was only one. But,
There was
you know,
somebody else that came on and said somebody did that to them too.
yeah, nah, it was only one. And without for that, I think it was somebody that somebody I know trying to be funny, and they won't admit it to this day. But I don't know. I think that's what it was. I'm gonna accept that it might have been a female, but I really think it was a female trying to play a joke on me. Pulled it out her bag. That's really, but she won't admit it.
Oh, so what's your most memorable moment?
Um, I think almost. All right, we did a. Well, it's just a lot of memorable moments, for real. I would probably say either shooting my first video, the feeling of that, you know what I'm saying, and you know the excitement of I can't wait for this to be seen, you know that kind of thing. 'Cause there's a lot of memorable moments. I mean, you know, I performed. I remember it was a song we got. I got a group also with me and my brother, Eli the Analyst, called them Foul Playboys, and we had a song called Amityville Day, which is representing the town that I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
Made this. We had a annual town day coming up called Amityville Day, and you know, me and some other people, you know, that affiliated with, you know, we had a big presence in that parade that year. So we came up with that song. I made the hook in probably like 5 to 7 minutes, literally. You know, and we basically made the song, recorded the song during that, because the parade was that Saturday. So let's say from somewhere between maybe Tuesday to Friday, we got everything together, and then went out there and performed it in the actual parade. You know, the first artist to ever do that, especially the first rap artist ever. So you know that was big for the town. And you know, just the song went over really big. You know what I'm saying? That was a fun moment. You know what I'm saying? That was dope.
Wow. All right. Well, let's talk about your show, your radio program. Tell us
Track
about that.
House. Yeah, Track House Radio Show, the hottest show in the streets. You know, hosted by myself, Jim Brown, and my partner Big C.
What's it
We
called? Track Brown? What's it called?
Track House, track with
Oh,
no
Track
K.
House. Okay.
Yeah, Track House Radio. And basically we there for like the underdogs. Now I'll say that to say, you know, just the underdogs, but people be successful in what they're doing. We look at success at a certain level, but there's many different levels. See what I'm saying? So whatever level that you're on, if you feel confident enough to come out, and you need a platform to let more people know what you're doing and where you at and why you're doing what you're doing. That's what Track Houses is. Now the underlying thing is music. How we started back in like 2017 out of like my cousin's garage. Took it, spray painted it, made it as cool as we can. You know, had a makeshift studio. You know, everything, just trying to figure it out.
That makes you.
Yeah. It was
I like that.
more performance based at that time. You know, with guys would come and, you know, more freestyle cipher. Sometimes we would focus maybe on one guy in particular if he had like a new project or something going on at that time and things like that. And it started to build up really big. Between me doing music moves and our fan base growing from that, and now the show is starting to come into play. You know, we started getting a real strong fan base with that, and we were doing it on a weekly basis. So fast forward, we ended up losing that spot for whatever reason, and you know, one of my other cousins actually was working at this other station. He has a talk show, and he got us the link in there. And once we got in there, we just figured, how can we upgrade this and make it more new? You know, we kind of renewing the situation, so how can we make it new altogether? And that's when you know, more podcasty. I like to call it a radio show because all podcasts, no matter celebrity podcast, regular, whatever the case may be, they're all conversation based. You know, ours, we still focus on the music. You know, with the artist or the guest is able to play their music on the show. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? They able to perform live on the show, but we also able to get conversations so people know who you are, where you're coming from, and you know that the combination of that has been you know, it's been going over really well, you know, and energy's big. Energy's big, track house. And we do all genres. And it's not just music. We have people, we have a chef, might have a hairstylist, somebody that wrote a book. And then, you know, even for those times we try to keep music as the undertone, you know, maybe who they like. Maybe they have a cousin or a friend that's doing music. They can bring that person or that person's music and promote it during their time and stuff like that. So it's always about the music, but we talk about everything over there.
Mm. And it's just on radio. It's not on TV, right?
Yeah, Trackhouse Radio. We broadcast every Saturday live from mixvibesradio.com. Trackhouse. We have everything is spelled like I said. Trackhouse Radio with no K on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and we go live
Okay.
from all those different platforms. You know, at that very moment, and then we have a YouTube channel, NBDB TV, short for Nothing But the Best TV, and you know we have over 25,000 subscribers. You know we promote on there.
Wow.
Yeah, and we definitely you know we promote before the guest comes, after the guest comes. You know, and we just try to make that atmosphere and create you know an environment for you to you know like I said speak your piece because you know there's people like I said on you might feel like you're down here, but you're up here to somebody else
Hmm.
because they're even lower. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's not to down anybody. It's just, you know, you got to keep climbing. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Hmm.
It's true. So, are there any shout outs to people that you want to give?
Yeah, shout out my whole track house crew. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but the best. A lot of endless. You know how we do. Like shout out my lady Sarah Triple P in the building. You know, shout out to you, DBoss.
Thank you.
DBoss. She is DBoss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I am because my name spells out that way.
Yeah, nah, I'm liking that a lot. You know what I mean? Everybody that's rocking with your boy Live, man.
All right, and they can find you, so they can everything. I guess they can find you easily with the Yeah Boy Live, your boy Live.
Yeah, and on all social media, Instagram, everything
Okay,
is Livewire 631, Livewire 631. On IG, follow me, stay in tune, subscribe to that YouTube channel, NBDB TV. You know what I'm saying? Tune in to Trackhouse Radio. Anybody out there tuning in right now, you know, if you got something you want to showcase, you know what I mean? Get next to us. Let's talk about it.
yes, and we will. But I want to thank you, your boy, for coming on today and talking to us and telling us what you do. Because now people know, even though they know maybe in New York and the U.S., but out here now they know what you do. So we got to send you some people your way there.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely appreciate you taking the time to take the time.
Oh yeah, that's not an issue. When you got something new, you can always come back on. That we always like to see. We always like to see our people come back. I like to see them come back, see what they're doing, and update themselves. So
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm gonna work on a couple of the movie roles, so I come back we can talk about that real quick.
then you can't talk to us. Then you'd be like, oh well.
Oh no, no, trust me. I'll start from the bottom. I love to keep my connections close, so I'm definitely coming back.
All right. All right. So, anyways, that was good. You coming here today, and I thank the viewers tonight for watching. Keep us watching. Follow your boy Live. Follow him, your boy. It's such an easy, catchy name. You just gotta just click on the like. It takes a second. So, anyways,
Google me.
everybody, but everybody, good night for now. Bye.
Thank you. L. Dot out.